Good evening, I'm Ankita Singh, and you're watching Channel 6 Network's 9 p.m. bulletin. Here are tonight's top stories. India and China should work towards mutual understanding and avoid suspicion, says Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi. In a meeting with Indian Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri, Wang Yi stressed the importance of both nations fostering mutual understanding and support. This comes as part of ongoing diplomatic engagements aimed at de-escalating tensions along the line of actual control. Both sides have made progress in their relationship since reaching an agreement last October to ease border tensions. In other news, the Joint Parliamentary Committee has cleared the Waqf Amendment Bill with all the amendments proposed by the ruling NDA. However, the opposition has condemned the process, calling it a farcical exercise, accusing the JPC chairperson of bypassing democratic procedures. The bill seeks to amend the Waqf Act of 1995, addressing issues like Waqf board powers, property surveys, and encroachments. In a landmark move, Uttarakhand has become the first state in India to implement the Uniform Civil Code. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami highlighted key provisions, including a ban on polygamy, equal property rights for daughters, and the registration of live-in relationships. The UCC aims to ensure equality across various communities in the state, with a focus on women's empowerment and the elimination of discriminatory practices like child marriage and triple talaq. Turning to international news, the Trump administration has sparked outrage after U.S. immigration officials targeted gurudwaras in New York and New Jersey as part of a crackdown on illegal immigration. Sikh groups have condemned the raids, calling them a violation of religious sanctity and raising concerns about surveillance and potential raids in places of worship. Meanwhile, former cricketer Manoj Tiwari has expressed his heartfelt gratitude towards Virender Sehwag for a selfless act that helped revive his cricket career. Tiwari recalled how Sehwag dropped himself from the playing 11 to allow him to play, giving him a much-needed opportunity that led to his memorable century. In Mumbai, Shiv Sena, UBT, has announced that it will contest the upcoming BMC elections solo, while adopting a more flexible strategy for other local body elections. Uddhav Thackeray, the party's leader, emphasized that their decision would be based on the local political situation and the party's strength in different regions. As the election season heats up, the Aam Aadmi Party has released its manifesto for the Delhi Assembly elections. The manifesto includes 15 guarantees, with promises of robust job creation, free healthcare, clean water, and concessions on public transport. The party also reiterated its commitment to welfare initiatives amid ongoing criticism from the opposition regarding the BJP's promises. In the film industry, director Lakshman Utekar has decided to remove a dance scene featuring Vicky Kaushal from the upcoming film Chhawa after objections from Raj Thackeray. The scene, in which Kaushal's character, Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, performed the Lejim dance, was criticized for being culturally inappropriate. Utekar has assured that the change will be made out of respect for historical portrayal. In sports, Jannik Sinner, who won the Australian Open 2025, is now facing uncertainty over a possible 2-year doping ban. The Italian tennis star is awaiting the outcome of an upcoming case hearing related to doping allegations, which could lead to a suspension that would affect his career. And finally, a Mumbai school received a hoax bomb threat via email today, with the sender claiming to be from the Afzal gang. Authorities quickly investigated the claim and declared it a hoax after conducting a thorough search of the premises. That's all for tonight's 9 p.m. bulletin. Stay tuned to Channel 6 Network for more updates.